entire Santiago Bernabéu booed the biggest stars in Real Madrid team this season. Bellingham, Vinicius, mostly, Valverde, even Courtois. They demanded the resignation of the one and only, the Godfather, Florentino Perez.
Papa Perez.
What many are considering after the firing of Xabi Alonso a crisis in Madrid. We're going to discuss, is it a crisis? And what is the reason for this crisis? Welcome back to Win is Win Football Podcast.
Man, that's a lot to dissect, to discuss.
Yeah, boy.
And I think we have to start with one thing.
Yeah.
Because for me, throughout my history of watching football, Real Madrid has always been a team where it has been led or known for their players. Mm-hmm. It's been centered around their players. It's not been the manager. It's always been the players.
Yeah.
And I think you can look at it historically, the Galacticos. They've always been known for the Galacticos. So if we start in that era of the early 2000s, this is where I felt like the identity of Real Madrid as a player-based club started, in my mind.
With Florentino Perez.
With Florentino Perez, of course.
Yes. And it started kind of with Figo. Figo is the promised player that Florentino brought and that nobody expected would come from Barcelona, and the best player in Barcelona, the guy that said Puta Madrid, I think, in the celebration for the league, would go to Real Madrid next season. And then the season after, you get Zidane. Zidane wins the Champions League. Peak Galactico.
Yeah.
So the initial phase of the Galactico era was successful.
It worked.
It worked. They won the Champions League in 2000. They won the league in 2001. They won the Champions League again in 2002 with one of the most beautiful goals.
Yeah, the Zidane volley. Iconic moment.
Iconic. Then, in my opinion, comes the signing that kind of rubs it in the wrong way. Maybe not. Ronaldo.
R9. Original one.
Phenomenal. 2003.
Why do you say? How can you say one of the best strikers to ever grace the pitch? How can you say?
It reminds me a lot of the Mbappe signing.
Okay. Explain.
Okay. I think Ronaldo phenomenal and Mbappe's careers have very similar paths. Very similar.
Okay. How?
Talented very early. Very pacey. Ronaldo Phenomenal is more skillful, yes. Ronaldo Phenomenal is another level of skillful, but the talent, I would say, was recognized at the age of 17, 18. Like Ronaldo back in 1994, Phenomenal. He was recognized as like, this is the guy.
Yeah.
And so was Mbappe from Monaco times. So, wins the World Cup early. Ronaldo, 1994.
Yeah. Part of that Brazil squad.
Mbappe was the star. Already in that France team that won 2018. He was the guy at the age of 18. Okay? And they are World Cup winners. And for me, they define World Cup. Like, when I think World Cup currently, I think Mbappe. And outside of Messi. And when I think World Cup before, I think Ronaldo.
It was
They are very similar in that way. But both never won the Champions League. And Mbappe is now 27. 27. And Ronaldo Phenomenon never won the Champions League. Never.
And it doesn't look like Mbappe is going to win it anytime soon.
And they both join in a year after Real Madrid wins the Champions League. Ronaldo managed to win the league the year after. He did play very well, scored a hat-trick at Old Trafford. He was phenomenal. He was phenomenal that 2003. But then he got fat. And Mbappe is having an upward trajectory. I think he's more having like a Cristiano kind of trajectory in Madrid. But
He's not getting fat yet.
he's not getting fat yet. But it's still the problem with Mbappe.
Is that his ego's getting fat.
No, I don't think Mbappe's ego. I think
Ego is so fat, man.
I think it's just the persona of Mbappe. The problem with Mbappe is there is no perfect position for him. Even at left wing is not a perfect position for him. I think the only position for him that is perfect is the second striker.
And the striker ahead of him has to be a specific type of striker as well.
Giroud, Benzema.
Joselu, that type of target player that someone that brings him into play.
That's in the shadow.
Yeah.
A Gonzalo might work with Mbappe. Gonzalo Garcia. But Vinicius has to be out of the picture.
And that's the problem.
Yeah. So basically what I'm saying is both Ronaldo and Mbappe, they were brought in because they were stars. It wasn't what the club needed, what the team needed, what the squad, the tactics needed, but they were brought in because they are the biggest players. Okay? Then comes... So now we're back to 2003.
Yeah.
Real Madrid, successful. Champions League, Liga. Every year, either Champions League or Liga. Then comes the worst signing Real Madrid has ever made. David Beckham. David Beckham, by selling Makalele, as Zidane called it, you buy like a golden car, a Ferrari, without an engine.
Yeah.
Without an engine, without Makalele. And you sell Makalele a CDM, and the best CDM in the world by far.
At that time.
And you bring in a Beckham who is
a completely different...
right mid.
Yeah.
Right mid. He's nowhere near.
A creative player.
Yeah. And the team just collapses.
Yeah, because now there's no balance.
There is no balance. And you remove probably the best manager at the time, Del Bosque, who is very similar to Ancelotti. He is a man manager. He creates tactic that works for the team, but he makes the team move towards one goal. You get rid of Hierro, the captain, the Sergio Ramos of that era.
Yeah.
And then what happens? From 2004 to 2007, Real Madrid didn't win a single title. 0 titles.
Oh no, 3 years.
From 2003, actually. Sorry. From 4 years.
Oh, 4 years.
And when we kept losing, round of 16, that was the curse. Now, Perez quits presidency, leaves the presidency around 2006, steps in Calderon. And Calderon is the president between 2006 to 2010. 2009. Perez comes back, says, I have learned from my mistake. Okay? And he did learn.
And then we see what he learned.
He bought Ronaldo. The second Ronaldo, Cristiano. He crushed the market record at that point. He crushed the market record twice within the same transfer window. Yeah. Kaká for 70 million pounds, Ronaldo for 80 million pounds, and then he bought Benzema, he bought Alonso, he bought Arbeloa. And Albiol. As I used to call them, double trouble.
Double trouble.
So, and then we enter the market and just crash the market and bring in Pellegrini, who at the time was like I think he was like the third choice at the time. We wanted Mourinho first, couldn't get him. We wanted Ancelotti, we couldn't get him, so we brought in Pellegrini. Yeah. Now, after that, I think Real Madrid start getting smarter. Yeah. First of all, we bring in a proper coach, Mourinho, that sets these egos in their place. And then
how does it work for him?
Let me get there. Let me land. We buy like Di Maria, we buy Özil, we buy like these are players that we actually needed. Khedira, a player that we actually needed. We have a system.
Not just the name, but the players that fit the system that the club needs and that the team actually is screaming for.
Now you may say what you think about Mourinho, but he took Real Madrid from a round of 16 team to a semi-final team in Europe. He won the league with Real Madrid against the best team of all time. But at the end it didn't work. Yeah. Why? Because the stars were unhappy.
Because in Real Madrid at that time, or from the Galactic eras, it's been about the players.
Yep.
And if you can't satisfy the players, if they are not happy, you won't survive.
No. And so he didn't survive. He got kicked. When he pissed off Casillas, he pissed off Ramos, he started pissing off everyone, left, right, and center. At the end, he was pissing all over the place.
Everyone.
Journalist every week was like watching a reality show, man. It was so fun.
Yeah.
So Mourinho leaves. Now a new era starts in Madrid with Ancelotti. The era of man management. Here, Perez found the formula. Finally, he was like, I have these egos, I have these stars who are the center of the show. I need a nice guy around them.
To just take care of them, make them feel supported, happy. To make sure that, okay, don't do too much, just be yourself and everything will work out.
What did that get him? La Decima.
Nothing much.
La Decima. Now, Ancelotti doesn't win a title. Now, the second formula of Perez is, if you do not win a title, you're gone. Adios. I don't care how many titles you have won for us, you're gone. There is one exception to this rule, and it was Ancelotti. Back in 2023, sorry.
Yeah.
So, then he tried with like, fucking Benitez. He tries the formula sometimes where he like, man management, and then I need to set these egos straight, and then it doesn't work. Okay, back to man management.
But maybe it's like, okay, I know what I need, but I need to bring someone in to make them a villain. So when I bring out in the next guy, oh, finally you're here, mister. It's so nice that you're here.
That tactic gave us 3 Champions Leagues. I'm just saying. It's not a bad tactic, all right? So,
but it's kind of bad cop, good cop.
Bad cop, good cop. So you bring the bad cop for 6 months, the good cop comes in, wins the Champions League.
Yeah.
You never know.
So bad cop Benitez, good cop Ancelotti.
Bad cop Alonso. Good cop Arbeloa. Champions League.
There's no
Champions League. Bro, it's coming. Accept reality. And no one thought we were 15.
Man, I thought the delusion would be gone for at least a little bit longer.
We are back, baby. All right, let's get back to it. Okay. So, Benitez comes in, a tough manager, tough one. Kicked after 6 months. Yeah. Zidane, 3 Champions League. Zidane, a man manager. He's not a tactician. He can do some tactics here and there. But it was cross, inshallah, FC.
Yeah.
So
we remember.
Then Zidane wins 3 Champions Leagues. The only coach that actually he's the one that decided, I want to quit. That was the first.
And why did he quit?
No, the first time he quit because he got tired. Because the first time he quit after the three-peat, he quit because the media was on him.
Yeah, it was
the media at the half of the season after he won double Champions League, one after the other, the first team to do it in the Champions League era. And 6 months later, and by January, when the team basically lost the league already, they go after him as he has done nothing.
Yeah.
And that's where Zidane was like, I have enough pride to say, fuck this. Yeah. I'm winning the Champions League and then I'm out. So Ronaldo leaves, Zidane leaves. New era. They bring in again. They try this formula again. What do? Lopetegui. Tough guy. Tactics.
Try to set play straight.
3 months.
Bye.
3 months, ciao. And then next, they couldn't get Zidane soon enough, so they brought in Solari in between. Just do something.
While we talk to Zidane over here, keep them happy.
This tactic of like switching between tough to nice guy, it didn't work that season because Zidane came too late, basically. Yeah. Solari lost the league, the cup, and the Champions League within a span of 2 weeks. Zidane comes back.
Impressive.
Zidane comes back. Kind of sorts out stabilizes. It's like he wins the league one season, he challenges for the league the next season, he gets to the semi-final in the Champions League. Like we're kind of like we're not losing it. Ancelotti comes back. Now he has Benzema, he has Modric. They are old. Cruz, old. Vinicius, new star. Hazard, shit. Bale, shit. Ramos, old, gone. Varane, old, gone. But he creates this team. He creates the stars. 2 Champions Leagues.
Yeah.
The new cycle begins. Bellingham, Mbappe, now Trent.
These are the new stars.
These are the new stars.
Of the new team, of this new era.
Now, Bellingham, good signing.
Yes.
But at the time, it was not what we needed. But somehow it worked out. Because we sold Benzema, we brought in a midfielder.
Yeah, basically, Merino, your version.
Yeah, we created the Merino. Ancelotti solved that equation. But the signing was not what we needed.
It was just the biggest name.
It was just the biggest name.
Player.
We got him.
Because that is what Real Madrid do.
We get the biggest name possible. But also, what Real Madrid also changed in their tactics, the smart thing that they did, is they started realizing around 2015 that these oil clubs, Man City, Newcastle, PSG, these guys are too far ahead in money. The only way to catch up is to change the strategy of buying young talents early. Buying Vinicius early, buying Valverde early, Rodrigo, Militao early,
or
Endrick.
Free transfers.
Or free transfers. So these are the tactics. Now we get Bellingham, and this new cycle of Galactico starts. We get Bellingham, wins the Champions League, probably one of the best transfers. Bellingham.
Okay, I'm sure. A good transfer.
How many transfers have won you the Champions League?
Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. All right. Mbappe next. Now you won the Champions League, you won the league. This is a good squad. This is a working squad. You lost your biggest midfielder
in recent
history.
In Toni
Kroos. What do you need to do? Logically, I just lost Kroos, the organizer of this entire team. What should I do? What should I do?
Buy a striker.
Buy a striker. Not even a striker. Buy the left winger, and my best player is a fucking left winger.
He's already a left winger.
So you buy a player that you already have. Your best player in that team is Vinicius at the time.
Yes, he was the talisman.
He was the star in 2024.
Yeah.
What do? You buy Mbappe, of course.
Yeah,
the same position.
Yeah.
Now you have to fit in Mbappe, Vinicius, and Rodrigo. All stars, all great players, by the way.
But they all want
the same fucking position.
Yeah.
All right, what do you else do? So now you lost Kroos, a controller.
And
Modric is 39, 40 years old. He is great, but he can't do it
and
anymore.
You lost Benzema, and you lost Joselu.
What do you need to do? Instead of replacing Kroos and Modric, these are controlling types, tiki-taka types. You buy 4 players that are the same type. Valverde, physical, runner. Tough. Zero passing.
Yeah.
Zero technical ability.
Just passion.
Next, Tchouaméni. Okay, I can understand the difference between Tchouaméni and Valverde, but there is 2 of them is too many in a modern midfield.
You don't need both of them.
You don't need both of them in a modern midfield. You need one. Okay? Both physical, defensively well. Tchouaméni is a bit more better at passing, I would say. He's a better controller, but he can't do it.
He's not.
He couldn't handle it. Camavinga, faster, more technical, but also physical, not a distributor,
but
not an organizer.
Not your passer.
Once again, a third player that is in the same type of position. If you have a 3-man midfield, these guys occupy the same position. Now we go to Bellingham. Bellingham is a bit more striker. Bellingham, I can understand. If you have Bellingham and Valverde in the same midfield, acceptable, but you need a Kroos.
You need a passer.
You need a passer.
Yeah.
If Pedri was in that midfield, I'm good.
Good enough.
So now you have 4 players competing for
pretty much the same thing.
And you have Arda Güler competing for Bellingham's spot. You have Brahim Diaz competing for Bellingham's spot. So you have great players. The problem is they are all distributed wrongly. Okay?
They're all trying to fit in the same spot in the team.
And what happens then? You have all these stars competing for the same position, massive egos, massive money, massive amounts of money.
A team in great imbalance.
Where nobody holds the players accountable. A president doesn't hold the players accountable. If the manager holds the players accountable,
you see what happens.
Here comes Xabi Alonso, a modern manager.
Very tactical, someone that holds everybody accountable and puts pressure and expects people to do things his way. And we know what happens when someone wants to do it their way in Real Madrid and not the player's way.
Kicked. Ciao. Even if you are second in the league,
It's not.
Even if you're doing all right in the Champions League,
You're still in the top 8, right?
we are still in the top 8. Now we are 1 point behind Barcelona, and we were still in the cup.
Yeah.
We lost the Super Cup. That's it, in a close game.
Yeah, well, and
It was a good game. It was a good game for that Barcelona side. No, okay, so
I mean, they are as a team much superior right now.
Yeah.
But I think Xabi did what he could to even the gap.
so now this is where we get to your point about modern football and Real Madrid.
So, like we've said now, throughout this video, we've seen Real Madrid goes on this path where players are the main focus of the team. They are the ones that decide. But at this moment in time in football, it's more a different path. Football as a whole is not going down that same path anymore. And for me, it looks like, okay, there's now more a focus on a collective in football, not individual stars in the same way.
Let's give examples. Pep Guardiola, Arteta, Maresca, Enrique, Klopp.
And for me, there's so many things, and it's not even in football. I think in most sports now, it's the sports in general have changed, and it's not the individual stars that's winning things anymore. But Real Madrid still continue with this same strategy, we could say. And okay, so they're doing it, but if you want to do it, you still need to have the best players. And we just spoke about the players that you recently lost. Cruz, that midfield that won you 3 Champions League.
Yeah.
It was Cruz, Modric, Casemiro. That 3 in midfield, you could have them in an argument for best midfield trio of all time. It doesn't have to be, but you can argue for them. And when you lose that type of players and you never replace them in any sense, like we said with the profiles, because it's not that on any of your midfields are bad, it's that there's no balance. You don't have the right profiles for that midfield. So I feel like, okay, now we're looking at your squad right now. I don't think they are as good as we think they are. And it's obviously imbalanced as well. So now we are at this point.
That's where I disagree with you.
Yeah, of course
I
you
think
do. You're a Real Madrid fan.
No. I think these players are as good as we think they are. The problem is they don't complement each other. Like, if you take Bellingham as a player, he is a fantastic player.
For sure.
Bellingham would start for any team in the world immediately. The problem is you need the correct profiles around him. Bellingham is not
to build a team because, like we said, football as a whole is more team-oriented.
But Bellingham could be a great player. Bellingham could be the Kevin De Bruyne of a Man City.
Not the
but his own type.
Yeah.
No, Bellingham is Bellingham, but you can't have Bellingham as a Cruz.
No, exactly.
We're trying to make Bellingham into a Cruz. He's not it.
It doesn't work.
Valverde is a fantastic player. Valverde is not Modric.
No, he
is Valverde.
He could never be.
He is Valverde. So next to Valverde and Modric and Bellingham, you need Vitinha. You need Pedri, Zubimendi. You need that type. So my problem is, it's not these players are good. The problem is the way the team is built, set up is wrong. Mbappe, for me, the best player in the world. The problem is
too much.
The problem is he is playing as a striker when he is not a striker. He should be a second striker, or he should be a left winger in a team with a classic forward, a Gonzalo, a Benzema, a Giroud. Rodrigo, fantastic player, should play on the left wing. Vinicius, fantastic player, shouldn't have to compete with Mbappe in this position. Shouldn't be booed by his fans because he is put in the wrong situation.
Yeah.
So for me, all these are fantastic. Courtois, best goalkeeper in the world. Trent, for me, in form, best right back in the world. Alvaro Carreras, great signing. These are fantastic players. The problem is we are missing profiles that makes the team a fantastic team as well.
Yeah, for sure. But for me, there's an important thing here, which I feel like we need to talk about, is now the Alonso situation around this team.
Yeah.
Because after the first training session with Alonso, the team, they did this media segment where they asked the players, what do you think of it? Everyone came out like, yeah, it was intense. Yeah. They couldn't even contain how difficult they felt it was.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they have ever been put into that type of situation where they had to work as much as they had to under Alonso.
And not under Ancelotti.
And yeah, for sure. And I don't think they liked it.
Of course they don't. If I earn 30 million euros a year,
and I won more Champions League
and
than
I
this
won
guy,
more Champions League than you, who the hell are you to tell
why am I
me
to listen to you?
to run?
Yeah.
I'm not running. I am so rich, I don't need to run.
And that's for me is a problem in modern football, because when I look at, let's say, my team, Arsenal, everyone that is playing for my club, I know they will listen to Arteta. They will be at my club because they have accepted and bought into the idea that Arteta has presented to them.
Yes.
But now when Xabi comes in and he has his ideas and we know they work, this guy throughout his managerial career has put up great numbers, fantastic,
probably one of the biggest achievements with Leverkusen.
Fantastic achievements. And even now, when you look at, okay, it hasn't been the greatest season at Real Madrid. He's still on course to a great season.
Yeah, he was aight.
Yeah, like, but in the league,
this is a good season for 90% of the clubs in world football.
Exactly, but then you have the problem. Okay, when he says this is how I have to play, and nobody listens, what do you do in that situation? As a manager, when they undermine your authority, what do you do? Because they won't listen to you.
So that's where the problem comes from the top. When the only person, if there is one person in that hierarchy that can make the players accountable, is the president. But if the president's philosophy is the players are the stars and the manager is the guy that handles the players, then nobody will hold the players accountable.
And this is where we are right now.
But in Real Madrid, there is something called Santiago Bernabéu, and there is something called standards. When the manager isn't allowed to hold the players accountable, if the president isn't willing to hold the players accountable, if nobody is able to hold these egomaniacs accountable, the Bernabéu will let them know. This is not acceptable. And that's what we saw. And I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Especially
because what we did in that match against Levante, in that before the game and during the game, is telling the likes of Vinicius, is telling the likes of Bellingham, as much as I love Bellingham, telling the likes of Valverde, telling everyone, should have been Mbappe as well in my opinion, you are not bigger than the club. I don't care how many Champions Leagues you have won. I don't care how many World Cups you have won. I don't care how much you earn.
How rich you are.
You are not bigger than the club. Real Madrid is number one. Everyone else comes second. And that's why we are successful, in my opinion. Because we, as a supporter club, everyone criticizes us for not supporting the players, for booing. In my opinion, that is the best thing about this club. Because
booing our players.
We know, honestly, it's because it tells everyone that you come second. I don't care how big of a star you are. Real Madrid, and then everyone else.
Yeah, I can understand that point, and especially now when you look at the situation that is at Madrid, where and that's why I say I don't think their players are as good as, I would say more. I would change my statement to, I don't think their players are as good as they think they are. Do you get now how I'm twisting it? Because I think they feel like they are the best in the world, but they still don't perform to it.
They could be. The problem is that's
of course they could.
No. They have been. Bellingham at Bellingham
but
2
they
seasons.
Are not right now.
Right now, yes. But that means they have the potential. That means they have. Bellingham was the best attacking midfielder 2 seasons ago. Vinicius was the best left winger 2 seasons ago. Mbappe in the World Cup was the best player in the world. These are players that are capable of being the best players in the world. The problem is they are not set up for it. That's my whole argument. But we should answer the last question because it's 30 minutes now. Is Real Madrid in crisis? I don't think so. Here is why.
I mean, okay.
We talked about the good guy, bad cop. Bad cop, good cop. Okay?
So Xavi
was the bad cop.
Unfortunately.
Rest in peace. nobody's career goes well after Madrid. After Madrid, it's just downhill. As much as I love you.
No, I think this guy...
This guy will succeed.
He will.
But mentally, it will fuck with him. Mourinho ruined. Ancelotti ruined. Mourinho... Zidane didn't have a job. So, the thing is, Arbeloa, he is very smart. I watched these press conferences.
Politics.
This guy is
Politics.
This guy is the greatest bootlicker of all time. And in Madrid, the best managers are the best of all time.
That's all you have to do.
You have to lick as much as you can.
Pause.
You got to get down and dirty. Because as a manager, we said, Perez found a working formula, which is I have the best players. I need a manager that makes all these players move towards the same direction.
Yes, make them happy.
And during Alonso, Mbappe loved Alonso. Vinicius hated Alonso. Bellingham hated Alonso. Bellingham was in the middle. Valverde hated him. Rodrigo loved him. Like, it was all over the place.
Now everybody just needs to be unified.
With Arbeloa, what I see, Arbeloa is being positive about everything and everyone. Vinicius is the best player. Give him the ball. Mbappe is fantastic. Florentino Perez is the best president of all time. This is what we need.
Just delusion.
We need delusion because Real Madrid is a delusional club.
Thank you. We know.
Trust me. At the end of this year, we have a league and a Champions League. I bet. You love. Okay. At the end of this bit, remember this clip. Save it. Arbeloa is winning us the league and the Champions League. I don't care. Because you know why? People used to criticize Abramovich for his tactics. You know, Abramovich fired managers left, right, and center. He used to win how many Champions Leagues? 2 Champions Leagues. He won how many leagues, Abramovich? Mourinho twice, right? He won one with Carlo Ancelotti, won one with Conte, won one. Did he win another one? Mourinho again. 5. How many leagues have they won since Abramovich? How many Champions League have they won?